Hi, OG family. Good morning. I hope you guys have had a beautiful morning. Happy Monday. We are going to retry this. Last week we had a little bit of a mishap, so we're going to have a little retrial this week. Basically, we're going to start off with the same place we were left off last week, and we're going to talk about the power of your thoughts. And the reason why, as I explained before, but we're going to just act like we have never talked about this before. The reason why we are focusing on the thoughts is because everything in your life is manifested for whatever you're thinking, whatever you're giving energy is going to continue to expand, it's going to continue to grow. So our thoughts have a lot of effect and power over us. It has a lot of influence in the way we go about our life, we go about our day, we go about everything that is happening in our lives. So that's why given what everything that is happening with connection with the new vertical, I was like, what goes with that area, what goes with that with that vertical, and that's the power of our thoughts. Our thoughts really have an influence in everything that happens in our lives. And so if we look at this closely, we have a new vertical called Connection by Organo, and it's so powerful how the neurotransmitters and how everything in our brain is so powerful. Everything that happens in our lives, it's impacted by the repetition. Whatever we are repeating, whatever we're saying is what's going to continue to manifest, right? So that's why it's so important that we are intentional with what we're feeding our brain, what we're feeding our mind, because when we do positive things, when we do things of intention, we are going to basically, we're going to be able to continue to grow our brain. So obviously this new vertical, it's all about repetition, it's about exercising your brain. And what can we do to complement this new vertical is be intentional with our thoughts, be intentional with our thought, be intentional with what we're doing, be intentional with everything that is happening in our lives. And so I really want to encourage all of you, if you like, to really take advantage of this new vertical, because it's so powerful. It's so great to be able to just be part of it. There's a huge movement going on, and we can be part of of those people who are the blazers, the ones who are the trailblazers, the ones who are moving and sharing their stories of impact, right? So now, if we look at this correctly, we see here who changes the world. Who are the people who change the world? Who are those who really have the capacity to make changes? And the people who are able to make changes are those who are dreamers, who are opportunity seekers, those who lived faith-filled rather than fear-filled, those who are risk takers and innovators, those who are able to go beyond, who are able to look and say, you know what, I want to change humanity. Those are the people who are going to be able to really transcend. Who are the people who, even though there's a crisis, they are making things different and they're making things better? Are those who are willing to see beyond the negativity, those who are willing to say, you know what kind of solutions can we find? What are the kind of things that we can make difference? How can I use this time? These are the people who over and over again have changed humanity, right? But what do these people have in common? Well, they're risk takers. They look for solutions. They operate based on faith rather than fear. They don't look at the losses, they look at the opportunities, and they dream of bigger opportunities. So why is it so important to understand this? Because we can be one of those, and we are one of those, because we are part of this ecosystem, which is Organo. We are part of this ecosystem, and we are dreamers because we know the power of our products, we know the power of our verticals, we know what we have inside of us, right? So there's a beautiful story about this little lion cub who was born in a flock of sheep, right? And his mom left him there. And what happened is that he was growing up with them, and like he was just doing the blah, and he was just like acting like them, and he was like just going merrily around with the sheep, right? So one day this lion was like, do you know that you're a lion? Do you know that you're the king of the jungle? Why are you behaving like this sheep? And he was like, but I'm a sheep. He's like, no, you're not. You are a lion. And he's like, look at my roar. And then he goes, roar. And then he look at my pouncing. And he was like, I have that too. And all of that was, everything started to change for that lion when he recognized who he was. He had been in an environment and fallen trapped of his thoughts to believe that he was a sheep. But once he was intercepted, when he realized who he was, he started to walk into his identity and walk into his potential, because he realized that he was not a sheep, he was a lion, and that he was powerful, and that he had a powerful roar. And that can happen to us. Sometimes we don't realize who we are, or we don't recognize our potential because we are dormant. We are living it out of fear, or we are ignoring all the gifts inside of us. And someone has to say, you know what? You are bigger than this. And it all starts with our thought. Who do we think we are? Who do we think we can become? And what we think we can do determines our lives. And that's why we have to be, like I said before, intentional. We have to be intentional about what we put in our mind, what we put in our soul, because there's a saying, and there's a really beautiful book by James Allen called As a Man Thinketh, that says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. A man is literally what he thinks, his characters being the complete sum of all his thoughts. Basically, we are our thoughts. So whatever you're thinking, whatever you think you are, that's what you're going to be. So we have to be so cautious of what we're thinking, because it affects our reality. And so it's important that we're like, okay, what am I thinking? What am I really spending energy on? And that goes with connection, right? We're practicing our brain, but we have to repeat over and over intentional thoughts so that we can change our reality, right? And that's what it's really, truly about. Now, what is the cycle of a thought? A thought starts, like, you're like, so how does this affect me? What is that cycle? How does this manifest in my reality? Well, first you have your thoughts, and they provoke an emotion, right? Your thoughts provoke an emotion, and your emotion creates an action, right? Because we react according to how we're feeling, right? So like if you're feeling sad, you're like, oh, I'm gonna eat a sweet, right? Or if you're feeling anxious, I'm gonna do this, right? And those lead to actions, and the actions that are repeated over and over and over again become habits, and those habits yield a result. So that's why it's so important that I know that you're like, oh, am I going to be monitoring my brain every time, every thought? Well, just being intentional and say, why am I feeling this way? Why am I behaving this way? And just going backwards and tracking your thoughts can be such a powerful game changer in your life. Our body is the servant of the mind. James Allen says, as a man thinketh. So our body is reflecting what we're thinking. It's reflecting what the mind is consistently feeding itself. So even how we feel, even how we react, are the relationships that we're having in our lives, all of those things are a consequence of our thoughts. So that's why it's so important that we are intentional with our thoughts every time, right? And now you're like, but how, or what can I do? All of us on this call, we're all leaders. We're all part of this beautiful community of Organo. And if you look at the very successful leaders, like our Crown Ambassador, Ms. Blanca Saturas, who is very intentional, very powerful. We look at the Nilsson family, the Blue Diamonds. We look at the Rakowski family, the Blue Diamonds, they're very intentional with everything that they're doing. Miss Diane Solano, Diamond, all the leaders around Organo, they understand the power of their thoughts, because thoughts are seeds, and this manifests itself in nature, right? Like you cannot get an apple from an orange seed, or you cannot get an orange from an apple seed. So the same things, like you can't get positivity or positive results if you're thinking negative. So we have to be intentional of what we're feeding our mind, because how are thoughts generated? They're generated from our environment. They're generated from what we're inundated our senses from. So each thought manifests into a reality, and we have to think, what are we putting our mind? What are we feeding our mind every day? Because you're like, why? You ask yourself why. Well, because you are a product of that. We know that your thoughts are seeds, right? But you're like, well, how can I measure my thoughts? Well, what are you cultivating? What are your fruits? Are your fruits very strange relationships? Are your fruit that you're tired? Are your fruits that your body is in pain? Are your fruits that you're anxious? Like, what are you feeling? What are your results? And those will give you an indication of what your thoughts are, right? And the good thing is that, like the brain, everything can change with repetition. So our brain, our life can constantly be changed by and impacted by the dynamic, decisive decisions that we make. That means that nothing stays stagnant. We can continue to evolve all the time if we make that decision for it to happen. So what can we do? We can check ourselves. Ask ourselves, who am I right now? Do an inventory check of yourself. Ask yourself, who do I want to be? Are my actions aligned to my dreams and goals? What I'm doing now, is it moving me forward, or is it delaying me? Are my thoughts being faith-filled or fear-filled? What am I thinking of, the negativity, or am I thinking of the positivity or the positive solutions? Are my actions driven by the possibilities or by the limitations? What am I investing my time and energy on? Am I investing my time on things that are productive and that are elevating, edifying, that are uplifting, that are reminding me of the possibilities? Or am I spending my time watching things that are not leading me to anything? And those intentional questions that we ask ourselves can help us identify where we are, or what path are we? Are we on a path of self growth, or are we in a path that is degressing us, that is causing us to go backwards, in times, in production, and results? So sometimes it's good to look at what am I doing right journal. What were you doing when you were at your peak performance? What were you doing then? And try to duplicate those behaviors so that you can realign yourself to that path of where you are headed to your dreams. And lastly is, we can attract a successful week if we start your day with every day with affirmation, saying, I am blessed, I am healthy, I am powerful, I am determined. Whatever your faith is, I am a child of God, if that's what you believe in. Whatever you believe in, say it to yourself in the morning, because in the morning when you get up, you have power to declare what can happen. And obviously all of us have challenges, but if you say, I am capable of handling anything, guess what? You're commanding your body. Remember, we said it, the body is a servant to your mind. Guess what? You're telling your mind that it's going to be a great week. Write down your goals for the week. Write down what you want to accomplish. Have your calendar. Make your calendar guide you. Also, monitor your thoughts. Make sure that you are monitoring your thoughts, that you're being intentional with your thoughts, and have people around you who hold you accountable. Changing the directions of your thoughts really is going to change the direction of your reality. Spend time daydreaming. Spend some time looking at Instagram for inspiration, not for gossip, but for inspiration. Manifest the possibilities. Write down like where you want to be in 5 years. I know that right now we are in confinement for some of us, but you know what? Use this time. Use this time to write down your goals for the next 5 years. Where do you want to go when the quarantine is over? Where do you want to visit? Spend time there, not where you're missing out. And trust me, you can bring this to reality. Listen to audios. Read at least 10 minutes a day. Listen to audios that edify you. That rather than spending all your day listening to the negativity. I'm not saying not to be informed. I'm just saying not to let the media inform you, to form you. If you inform means coming in, informing your mind, forming your thoughts. No media is gonna put the positive thoughts. It's not going to focus on that. We are in a very difficult stage, and I'm not saying not to be informed, but you can't give the power of your day by spending on all the negativity around you. So for every 10 minutes you watch in the news, which is usually not very positive, find 10 minutes in something that it's positive, that it's going to be constructive, that it's going to be edifying. And end your day with a gratitude journal. What did go right? Celebrate the little victories. There are little things in life that are priceless, like a fresh breath of air. If you can breathe today, you know what? You are winning. Write down, I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful for whatever you have. If you have whatever you are, if you got a new customer, say, I'm grateful for that. If you were able to be a star achiever, be grateful for that. For whatever you're grateful for multiplies, right? And then you go and I want to say you are a magnet. We are a magnet that attracts everything into your life. And lastly, but not least, I recommend that you watch this movie called The Secret, Dare to Dream. It's about the book The Secret, which is one of my favorite books ever. It's very short, but this movie is so beautiful. And it's just that sometimes in life, we are conditioned to believe that life is going from worse to worse to worse. And in reality, even in the negativity, there are always little rainbows. There are always little lights of inspiration. There are always little linings of possibilities. And you can change your reality by looking for the possibilities rather than focusing on everything that is wrong. And this movie reminds us about that. Spend time with your mentor. Sometimes a conversation with someone in your life, like speaking to Miss Blanca, she's on action. It is inspiring. It's important to speak to someone that can model for you, who can say, you know, this is what I'm doing. This is what is working for me. You should change it. Or you can be inspired by their results. Write down 3 goals for this week, and throughout the week, focus on taking actions aligned with these 3 goals. What are your 3 goals? Maybe don't put 20 goals. If you haven't done any goals in the last month, focus on 1 or 2 or 3 simple things that you know you can do, that are smart and that are measurable, and then celebrate your victory. And lastly, but not least, revisit your vision or redo your vision board. Where do you want to go? There's a saying, whatever you write down, whatever you're declaring, whatever you're visualizing is what's going to happen. And in fact, there's a story, a biblical story, and not necessarily if you believe in that, but it's just a story. And it says that if you have the vision written down, you're going to run for it. So that's why it's important to have vision board. Tony Robbins talks about it. He speaks the power of intention, about having your vision board and why is important to see. And Bob Proctor says the same thing. You have to visualize the future. Don't only spend time on what can go wrong. Let's focus time on what we want, on what we want to attract to our lives, what we want to manifest. And trust me, all those dreams will come to pass when you're ready for it. The process that you're going through, the no's that you're going through, is preparing you so that when you get the blessing, or when you get the end result, you are able to be a better manager of that harvest that you're receiving, right? So this process of the fruit bearing process is a process for you to maintain whatever you receive. And I want to end this morning with this positive affirmation, because I believe with all my heart that if you are declaring positivity, sooner or later, those positive thoughts are going to bear fruit in your life. So I want you to say it with me wherever you are. If you're in your car, if you are driving, be careful, but say it with me. Don't look at the screen, just say it with me. If you're re-listening to this, say it with me. Believe it, write it down and say it to yourself. You're not a sheep, you're a lion. You have everything it takes to win in this business of Organo. There's so many different opportunities, and you are part of this ecosystem. So we want you to be empowered and to be uplifted, to believe that it's possible, not in fantasies, but in reality. This has been proven that the brain is elastic and it can be rewired. In fact, trauma rewires your brain. So we can do the same by rewiring our brain, by inundating it with positive affirmation, with positive stories, with positive environments that uplift our atmosphere. So I want to end this morning with saying, I am a winner. I am strong and courageous. My mind and body flow as one. I overcome challenges with positive thinking, empowering me. I'm not afraid to step outside my comfort zone, to step into my destiny. I know my goals. I dare to go for it, creating my own success. I focus only on the positive and leave all negativity behind. Wow, I focus only on the positive and leave all negativity behind. I want to invite everyone to say today is Monday, and it's going to be a great day. Monday is a state of mind. Monday is just another day, and we make the best out of it. If we decide for it to be the best day, put on your positive pants and get stuff done. Believe that it's going to be a great week. I want to thank you all for sticking around and listening. If it's your first time listening to this presentation, thank you. And I hope that you really apply it, because wisdom is when we apply knowledge. That's what a wise person is. We could have a lot of knowledge, but if we don't apply it, then we're not acting in wisdom. And if you're re-listening it, thank you for listening again. I want to encourage you all to stay connected. Today we have our Monday call with our chairman, Mr. Paul Caldwell. I want to thank you all for connecting, and thanking to all our leaders and to all of you for being part of this wonderful, wonderful community of Organo. Have a beautiful day. My name is Odile, and I say hi and goodbye from Orlando, Florida. Have a beautiful day, everyone.